What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Cree back with another video. Man, this is Lord Jamar has been on a rampage against Godfrey. Man, I'm still trying to figure out why. Godfrey responds to Lord Jamar once again. He has Peter Guns on the show, and they kind of get into it a little more. I'm gonna be stopping the video in and out, but I'm gonna try to keep it consistent just so I can react to it and talk about it a little bit. This is a long video, so y'all bear with me. Here we go.
About this, what you call it, you know, the situation with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, say
Jamar
it.
situation. The Lord Jamar situation.
He don't give about me, he give about you. That's what you give about. He's disrespectful to me.
How do I know about this situation? It's because it just came up again.
I sent it to you. I watched it.
You sent it to me.
I sent it to you. I was very uncomfortable with it. I consider you like a very close, like a brother to me. I love.
All right, real quick. Lord Jamar made another video. He was live streaming or whatever, and he responded to Godfrey once again, and he was saying a whole bunch of crazy mess. Godfrey didn't want to respond to it or even talk about it to Peter Guns. I guess kind of sent it to him. So that's where we're at.
Love you. So when I saw it was uncomfortable for me because I with Lord Jamar as well.
Right.
Got to know you, Dante. I love you too. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Now, so I didn't even call Lord. I usually call him here. I call him with the kids whenever he's do something I think is funny or whatever.
Yeah.
So I immediately hit you up and you said, "Yo, I didn't even see it. I'm not gonna watch it."
I didn't see it because I'm like, what is there to talk about? And he's like, and so
Why did you think there was nothing to talk about? In general, why do you think that it was resolved?
He went at us first. Then he got mad because of the side date. And then we went line by line.
With the first thing was he came on. He said he wanted a debate. We gave him. I didn't know. I tried to get Neil. I said this before.
Neil deGrasse,
he
right?
Said he wanted to debate Neil. I couldn't get Neil. I got Professor Dave. If you say this is what your belief is, a flat Earth, then you should. I would think you would be ready to defend it.
He didn't do it. Nobody
did it. Nobody did it maliciously.
No, nothing.
Then
no setup.
Then there was no setup. There was nothing malicious. So he keeps saying it was malicious and somebody set him up. We showed the video where he said, "I'll debate."
Neil deGrasse Tyson is an actor. He's not a real scientist.
Yeah.
And just to give Godfrey credit, he ain't always right on everything, but he does try to do debates, which I think is really a mistake on his part. But that's the some of the stuff he does do in the show. He has a funny podcast, but when he gets into the debates and usually people are talking over each other a lot, and he talks over people too. That's the only thing I would say about his show. They talk over people too much. But yeah, they're right. Lord Jamar was ready to debate, and then he got his butt whooped, and he had hurt feelings about it. Started saying things about Dante. Dante would lace his weed and all these other different things, man. I'm not too sure where Lord Jamar's brain at, but here we go.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so we set it. I won't say set it up because I don't want to use set it up because nobody's. And he was supposed to because I didn't have.
I asked him if he wanted to come on and do the debate, and I said it would be great. And what's funny is he always says they're trying to get views. Who the is not getting views on a podcast? You always want views. I thought it'd be a great he's trying to do what he's doing. He's trying to get views.
We just watched Don Lemon cry.
Right. If you don't get views, you don't get money. You monetize.
Right.
Why are you on? Are you on there for charity? Are you on there for help?
And Lord
You're on
Jamar's
there for views. And what you're doing, you're obviously doing it for views. Because I was like, I don't want to answer. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So when he's like getting for views, like as if I didn't get views before you came. I don't give a fuck if you did a great episode. So what? I still get views. I'm fine.
And you're not living. You can't live off of just his views.
Right.
The show's been going. We do this every Tuesday for 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
You were doing it before me, but I've been on the show with you at least 3 years.
Yeah.
I think so. In my humble opinion, I think the flat Earth debate thing. I think it's like I think most flat earthers, and I wanna preface this by saying that I go by the scientists and the people I love and I trust, and what I've seen, I'm not a flat earther. I believe the earth is round. So I want to say that first.
Well, there's proof.
But with that being said, I don't think that once you in that world, that's what it is. I think trying to bring somebody in to prove otherwise is just a show.
But my thing is, I thought it would be great to have a great debate. Like,
what's his complaint that went wrong? Because I did.
He said that we set him up to fail. Like it was our fault. We set him up to fail. Like, yeah, you set me up for fail. I said, you're a grown ass man. Right. If you didn't want to debate, you'll go, all right. We don't have to debate. I don't care. I'm not for. Right. Nobody is forced to come on a podcast. You're not forced to do anything.
Right.
No one forces you on an interview unless you're like promoting a movie or something. You got to pump some up. You have to do it. But nobody's forcing you. I don't. Right. I just asked. I say, hey man, yo, that would be dope. Come on here. Yeah. And then he said we set him up because before even Dave got on the video, he was like that. Dave called him the F word. And all kinds of shit. Dude, Dave stood his ground, was like, "Oh, you mad because you don't?"
Yeah, no, it got a little crazy.
It got crazy. I had no idea it would get that crazy. I didn't even know. I was like, "Oh, shit. It's like that." And he told me to cut it off in the thing, in the video I watched. He said I told him to cut it off because he knew to cut it off. I cut it off because I know you, and I was like, as a friend, I was like, let me cut it off. But you choked up.
He implied that he made you cut it off. That he punked you into cutting it off.
Yeah, no, so that I don't like that.
Now I got punked. Now
yeah,
I'm like
that, and that's my guy. I don't like that. But the deal is, so again, I think on that tip right there, that's when it becomes a little bit of a show.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But with that being said, you have the right to believe whatever you want to believe. We have to. What's going on with everything with me, right? So you clear. I think that it's becoming. If we could disagree respectfully,
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's you and Lord Jamar?
I don't got no beef with him.
I have no beef.
Why are you talking so spicy?
Because he's talking spicy because he's making it up. He's lying.
I didn't like. I just because I love you so. I love y'all. Yo,
but I have no beef with Lord Jamar. He thinks we set him up with that stupid interview because the Earth is a shape. It's dumb. I don't give if the Earth is parallelogram. It doesn't affect me going from here to there. If I felt it, I go, oh shit, right. I don't give a fuck. I just wanted to see a debate.
Yeah,
you took the L. You took the L and you couldn't take the L. And then you said niggas drugged you. Nobody drugged you.
That's the main thing, man. Lord Jamar was really on some BS, saying that his homie drugged him and Lord Jamar even went so far and blamed Godfrey for letting him do that. I was like, what in the world is going on? If they are not that type of people, you know, if you listen to the podcast and you see what's going on, you already understand what type of people they are.
I called him up and I said, yo, if this is what you think, I want to be clear. I called him up. We texted back and forth. I can show you the text. I was like, I would have never done that. The same way I bought you a 12.
You smoked the same thing he smoked?
Of course. What, you think I gave him a separate weed from me?
I'm just asking.
He said he was out of sorts because...
in his drink.
And then he said...
Yo, the earth is flat.
Check it out.
The earth is flat. I don't know what's in his drink.
The earth better be round with him. How much I pay for that McAllen?
And then he said, yo, I think Godfrey is going to go back on Vlad. Watch. He's not going to do it because I brought it up. When did I say I was going to go back on Vlad? I don't even have a beef with Vlad.
And hold on, I'm sorry, y'all, but that's another crazy thing that Lord Jamar said. Godfrey has always stood beside black people, dog. Like, he always tried to do the right thing. And when Lord Jamar was on his stuff, man, Godfrey agreed. Godfrey always talk about this black empowerment stuff. It would look crazy if Godfrey didn't stand up when Vlad was talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And for Lord Jamar to say that, it just shows you either he's in the game for content and views now and clicks, or he really feels like this, man. It's disappointing, man. Lord Jamar is a rap legend. You know what I'm saying? I would say pioneer too. You know what I'm saying? Not in the same breath as creating hip hop, but a pioneer in that genre of music of hip hop. It is it's very like I'm disappointed.
Like to discredit you. That's all it is.
I know, but it's corny.
But it's lies.
But I said I would address it. I didn't want to watch this in the first place.
You told me that.
I was like, what for?
Hold on. Let me say this to the world.
Wait, no.
They didn't even know it existed. I called Godfrey and said, y'all watched Lord Jamar last night. You said, I'm not even watching it.
I don't want to watch it. It's because it's like, how old are we?
It was.
This is like, I'm sorry, it's bait. And his fans can go you, unsubscribing. The guys that subscribe, you never liked me in the first place. Don't come to my shows. Don't come to nothing.
Facts.
Because you come live, because you know what's going to happen. Come live with that same energy, dude. Like,
hold on. And Godfrey don't play. Godfrey don't play, y'all. Y'all think he is square or cornball or whatever. Godfrey put them hands on you now.
Stay away from me. Stay from everything. Unsubscribe. Is this what we doing? I'm unsubscribing. You cares and unsubscribe. Why are you telling me? That's bait to me.
I agree.
Who are these? These are supposed to be men here? No. Get the f out of here, man. You're supposed to be a man, and you act like a. That's what's going on. It's like, dude. Like I said, he's probably going to Vlad. First of all, we both called Vlad on a conference call when Vlad said what he said about the minister.
You gotta explain.
What?
Yeah, you're going into this and you're not explaining the whole.
Hold on, y'all going too.
Which one?
Yeah. Do you know a dude that would say I undescribed? Do you know one nigga that would go, I'm subscribing to you?
Yeah, his fans. I'm unsubscribing. I go, just unsubscribe.
All right, got it. Y'all can finish. My bad.
Because they think it's like, oh, you unsubscribe. I'll be fine.
I don't know nobody.
I don't give a fuck. But my thing is, I did Lord. Hold on. I did Lord Jamar's podcast for like 3-4 years with Raw Digger at the Black Lady Theater in Brooklyn. I would take the train all the way down because it was Lord Jamar. It was Raw Digger. I wanted to be around that,
and I loved it.
And I didn't. Guess what? I didn't get paid for that. And then he said that he put thousands of dollars in my pocket. How the fuck?
Said that.
Why are you lying? You didn't put shit in my pocket because.
That's another thing. I'm sorry, y'all. That's another thing, man. Lying about how you giving people money or putting money in people's pocket, man. Lord Jamar, I don't know what's going on with you, my dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you think it's funny or you feel like that or like this is weird because a lot of people who do these podcasts and like even me, I had to do a whole bunch of stuff for free. You know, you do stuff for free and you do stuff for your friends for free and you know what it is, man. Y'all showing love. I don't get it. Lord Jamar, maybe you can figure this out. The reason I ain't playing Lord Jamar's side of it is because I'm disgusted. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You were taking the money. And I didn't even want anything because I just like, it's Lord Jamar. I do for free. If you're my man, I'm going to do for free. You did not put any money in my pocket. Thousands? I make thousands telling jokes. That's what I do.
Yes, you do.
I get thousands. You've been to my shows. Packed shows. I make thousands telling jokes on the weekend. That's how I make my money.
Want some big brothers.
But he didn't pay me ever.
100%.
He would say, oh, you get this amount of money. Maybe $100. But there was a point where he wasn't giving us any money anymore, and I didn't care. You did not put money in my pocket. Stop lying. What are you doing? And another thing he said, like, okay, when I did Vlad for free. I saw his show. I said, oh, I want to get on there. When I was at SiriusXM, one of my dudes was like, yo, I know Vlad's people. I'm going to hook it up. I forgot the dude's name. And I said, cool. So I got on Vlad, met Vlad. We have the same barber. I said, cool. Got on it. I didn't give about the money. Man, I was doing VH1 for pennies. I was just looking at I just want to be exposed. So I did. And then eventually I was doing really well on Vlad. Then I met Jamar on there. We would do stuff together. Then Vlad said, hey, man, if you want to ever guest host like Lunel and some of them did, I'll pay you. He eventually said, I'll pay you if you want to do that. And I didn't do that. I said, nah, I don't really have time to do that. But me and Vlad, we all talked. Then here's what happened. During the COVID, I did Vlad on Zoom, because we couldn't go into the studios. And I was doing a new video with Vlad, just trying to stay relevant. I did my thing. Vlad called me and said, hey, man, is everything cool? I said, yeah, everything's cool. What's up? Like, I didn't know what was going on with this whole minister. I didn't know. So then people were DMing me, man, you going to still be tap dancing for Vlad and shit, dude. And I didn't know what was. I was like, what the fuck? Then Elijah Farrakhan sent me a voice DM and said, beloved brother.
Shout out to Elijah Farrakhan.
He said, Elijah Farrakhan, he said, brother. When he said beloved, I said, oh,
man.
shit.
Problem.
He said,
That's
beloved,
my man.
listen, we would like to talk to you, the minister and all of us. We would like to talk to you respectfully. We love what you do, brother. We are on your side. And, being from Chicago, I used to go see him. I used to go to the Savior's Day when I was 18.
Yeah.
So they go, brother, we would love to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. So Rizza Islam had my back, whatever. Then West Coast Cam from LA, he's the muscle of FO. He goes, yo, God, he makes me a video, say, Godfrey, man, we put you in the West Coast. Yo, we got to talk to you. Then Royce the 5'9", then my son, the General. They were all DMing me. I said, what is going on? So then when I found out what he did, me and Lord Jamar was like, yo, we got to talk to we called Vlad and talked to him about it and say, hey, man, why don't I think you should give the guy, Mr. Apology, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, well, I already gave an apology. We said, we read the apology. You issued it like you were a company. We're sorry that this happened.
Terrorists.
Yeah. And then he said, well, I want to sit down with the minister. And everybody was like, well, you didn't want to sit down. We don't even get to sit down with him. So that happened. And then he stood on 10 toes. And then Lord Jamar on the phone said, you know what? Get that. We going to go our way. You go your way. And I went with him. I said, yeah. Because I thought it was the right thing to do. If he's not going to apologize. And then I said, Nick Cannon apologized when he insulted your people, when you felt insulted. When Nick Cannon, they all apologize, but you can't apologize when it comes to our leaders. You can't apologize. I don't give a it's Al Sharpton. It's a black man. And so you're making money off of us, but you can't apologize to, in this situation.
Right.
All we're good for is, but I didn't have a beef with him. It's okay to be like, all right, we stand on business, but even though I know Vlad said a couple things about me, but I didn't even answer. I was like, I don't have a beef with the guy, man. It's just that we have different opinions about certain things, and I went about my business.
Anybody
right?
got a problem with Minister Farrakhan is a beef.
And then listen, and then from there he says, oh yeah, I think he's going to go back on Vlad. I said, I never said that. I'm never going black. He said he's talking to him now. That's just, what grade are we in? What grade are you in? Bro, I was like, I'm not going back on there because if I did, it would ruin everything I stood for. People would be like, what the fuck would I do that?
So to be.
And pretty much that's the gist of everything. Sorry that the video had to be long because make sure y'all look at the whole podcast. But he explains it in detail, man. I'm be honest with you, dog. I stand with Godfrey. Even though everybody make mistakes or whatever, man, Godfrey is trying to stay on business and stay on the path that he's on, and I respect it. Lord Jamar, bro, you gotta straighten that out. You gotta do something. Peter Gunn, shout out to you for being a man about everything. And everybody else, man, y'all support Godfrey, man. Y'all flat earthers, it ain't no what y'all believe in is what y'all believe in, but don't tear another black brother down just because you believe in flat earth. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace.